Hello everyone out there. If you are watching this video, I hope that you're either planning on coming to our wonderful concert, The Branch Will Not Break, or that this video might interest you enough to go check out the Facebook event page and learn more about it. My name is Alec Davis, and on Saturday, June 3rd of this year, we are teaming up with Armando Baiolo and the Great Noise Ensemble to present a concert of all new music in order to raise funds for the local charity Bethesda Cares. This is going to be the first of a few videos that we put out in which we'll explain different aspects of the concert that's coming up. Today, we're just going to talk about the actual music, the actual program of what we're doing, which is very exciting. Okay, first of all, if you don't know already, the Great Noise Ensemble is Washington, D.C.'s preeminent ensemble dedicated to new music. If you have never heard of them, go look them up. They do remarkable work, and you should absolutely be a patron of their concerts. But as far as this concert goes, teaming up with them has allowed us to program a concert of entirely new music. When I say new music, what I actually mean is contemporarily composed music. That is, the oldest piece of music that we're doing on this concert was written in 2004. All the composers are still living and writing today. You get the idea. The first piece that we're doing on this concert is by an Argentinian composer named Osvaldo Golijov. It's a song cycle entitled Ayre, or at least I think that's how it's pronounced in medieval Spanish. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But it's full of cultural influences and different languages. Golijov, as you've probably guessed, is not an Argentinian name. He's actually born to Eastern European Jewish parents, and he spent some time in Jerusalem, which means he was exposed to klezmer melodies and Jewish chant, but of course he also spent a lot of time in Argentina, so his influences include things like tango and piazzolla. So anyway, the song cycle is based on the folk music of Christian, Jewish, and Arab traditions as they would have existed in late 15th century Spain. Now, there's a whole lot of historical context that could allow you to appreciate the piece even more, but I promise it is a roller coaster of a ride, whether you know anything about that time period or not. Golijov, the composer, actually said of this work how connected these cultures are and how terrible it is when they don't understand each other. The grief that we're living in the world today has already happened for centuries, but somehow harmony was possible between these civilizations. So you can see where we're going with this, right? Why this would be important for this piece to be performed in Washington, D.C. right now. But of course, there are even more connections to the rest of the concert, which we'll talk about in a moment. So the 11 songs in this cycle have between them 5 different languages: Arabic, Hebrew, Spanish, Sardinian, and even Ladino, which is this lost Romance language that was sometimes called Judeo-Spanish. And it's just absolutely incredible. Now, the person who is going to be singing all these is Lena Seikaly, who many of you know as the fantastic classical and jazz singer based in the DC area. Those of you who have heard her know that she is absolutely unforgettable, and if you have not heard her yet, you will not soon forget her voice. But more importantly, these songs are all over the place, and yet incredibly cohesive, which is kind of one of the points it's trying to make. One of the movements is this very simple and beautiful love song that Lena sings only accompanied by classical guitar. And yet another one is this portrayal of a rambling, crazed woman walking through the streets. There's another one that is a Sephardic call to prayer that gets electronically edited live in the actual performance. And yet the last movement is this very rich and warm and beautiful, like 10 minutes long wash of sound, incredibly prayerful and spiritual. By the end of it, you're meant to have felt this incredibly modern take on something that seems like it was long ago. And perhaps that cultures have always clashed and cultures have always coexisted. Or maybe it's just supposed to generate questions about what culture and music have to do with anything, especially now. But we're just getting started. Really, this puts everybody in the right frame of mind for the second half of the concert. We'll talk about those themes and how it all kind of fits together in the next video. So keep an eye out for that. And in the meantime, go to the event page, read some more about this. If you like what you see, please plan on coming to the concert and perhaps invite someone who you think might be interested in it as well. Thanks very much, and I will see you in the next video.